Hello and welcome to my channel. This is the beginning of my series where I play through my Steam library in alphabetical order. To see my full streams, go and give me a follow on Twitch, link in description. Let's get into 60 seconds.
There's family. We're gonna try to get everyone. That's a weird noise. What? No! I thought I was at the other end of the house. Now I'm confused. Where is everything? Timmy? Okay. Oh, it's the tuba. I was confused for a second. Okay, there's enough time for one more run, so water. We need more water. And let's take the map. And I guess that's kind of it. Yeah, we don't have any more time for anything else. But let's hope there's water already in the shelter. So we're saving some food. Yet for some reason we would like to tidy this mess up. Those giant green cockroaches are a pretty good motivator. So why get rid of them? They're pets! Yeah, we sent Mary Jane on an expedition right now, and let's see what she brings back. I hope she brings back something interesting, or at least turns into something interesting. Let's try... I would really prefer not to kill the cockroaches, since the last game they were our friends, right? Our pets. So let's try the handbook. I'm not sure if that's a gentler choice, but... Nothing made us happier than the sight of Mary Jane returning to the shelter from the surface. And she brought the map back. And we set off on an expedition to the nearby zoo we used to visit on weekends. We're happy to report that it was a productive supply run as well as educational trip. We saw pterodactyl whales, chimpanzees, a porcupine, a small army of catroaches, and other majestic creatures that have emerged among the post-nuclear fauna. Okay, catroaches. I want to see a cat roach. Or are those the roaches actually in the game? Because they're supposed to be big and hairy, so are those the cat roaches? That means that the cats are... the cat and the cats are actually everywhere in this game. Now the dog is back. Barking at our doorstep could only mean one thing. Our dog friend is back. Not caring for hazards of the wasteland, we rushed to open it, and there he was. The poor thing seems tired and starving. Should we share some of our food with him? Yeah, I hope that Mary Jane gets mutated, but I think we're gonna die of starvation first. Or dehydration, not starvation. But I'm gonna gamble and give the dog the soup. Because at least the dog's gotta survive. It seems like in my streams I may come off like I hate cats, but I actually like cats. I'm just a dog person. But I love cats as well. And this game just... the cat is... he's just... bad. Bad news. The dog was back to his former self in under an hour. We don't know what they put in that soup, but man, that stuff is good. We decided that dog needed a name, and the right name for him was Pancake. Come here, Pancake. Who's a good boy? Pancake stayed around for a while, but was gone next morning. We can bet he will come back. Yeah, Oh, pancake! And let's give Ted a drink and hope Timmy will come back soon. Mysterious sounds are coming from our radio, but they're hidden behind a ton of static. Do we want to tinker with it a bit and find the right frequency? It could be something important, or it could be the opposite. Only one way to find out. No, you're not touching the radio! You ain't engineers. Oh. R.I.P. Dolores. We're gonna die. Tinkering with our precious radio sounds like a bad idea. Let's just hope this wasn't anything important. Yeah. It's bad. It's bad. Timmy better come back soon. Leave some soup. As long as we have food and water, we can stay locked in. We don't have food and water. We can't stay locked in. And where's Mary Jane? Oh no. She's gonna eat us. She's gonna come back and eat us. Or Ted. Because there's only Ted. Good news. The government made a radio broadcast about extracting survivors from our area. The announcer asked everyone listening to wait a while longer and expect further communication in a few days. We'll be out of here soon. There isn't enough food to go around. Even Ted has nothing to eat. When Mary Jane found out she's not getting a single drop of water, she got furious. She stormed out into the wasteland, shouting over her shoulder that we'll regret this, and that she's getting her water one way or another, and we are seriously terrified right now. We're gonna sacrifice ourselves. Like everyone, as in Ted. We marched to the Ned. The Ned! We marched to Ned's house and found the safe cracked open by the blast. Most of its contents were destroyed, but we still salvaged something out of it. Ned was nowhere to be found. He likely perished in radioactive agony. All told, it was a good day. 'Cause we got a mask. Well, it's a mask, but... What is it? I just froze. What is that? I can't remember anything today. I think it's because I glued some rhinestones today, and the glue really got to me or something. A sleazy-looking trader carrying an equally scruffy bag on his shoulder paid us a visit. He offered us a simple one-time deal. For just one can of soup, we get the bag and all of its contents. We can't see what's inside, and the trader gives us angry glances every time we take a step towards the mysterious bag. Should we make a deal? No. No soup for you. Our grandparents always told us to never buy anything sight unseen, and we're not about to start now. Gone are the times of yard sales. We can manage without whatever junk is in that mysterious bag. Yeah. A gas mask. It's a gas mask. Right, Ted. What is that? It seems like a distant rumble, but it's getting louder. And why is everything shaking? Oh god, it's a quake. Grab something and hold on. Get the mask. Though I don't know if there's any use for the mask anyway, but... let's hope. We got to the gas mask in time, just before it was about to get smashed by jumping pieces of furniture. That was one hell of a quake. Let's try to stay positive. This was hardly anything compared to the nuke that dropped recently. You know the one, right? I have heard something about a nuke dropping nearby, but I have no idea. I've lived in this shelter all my life. We're shelter people. Someone paid us a visit today. It was an overly cheerful red-haired woman, accompanied by a grumpy-looking mercenary type who was probably her god. God? Did I say god? Guard. It was her god. She always brought her god everywhere she went. She told us she was a trader and eagerly showed us the items she'd brought along. That's fine. Just sick and tired and fatigued and and dying inside and outside. The other day we heard a quiet knock on our door, but when we opened we only found a suitcase on the doorstep and there was no one around. It isn't signed, but it sure looks like it's meant for us. Should we check what's inside? It's the cat, right? It's the cat. No cats today. Thank you. Just Catroaches. No cats. We have no idea who left this, and nowadays you can't trust anybody. We're not risking our lives for some supplies. They could be poisoned. We threw the gift away and quickly forgot about it. Well, it's not good to throw the cat away, but now that I'm thinking, it didn't shake and whatever keep any noises, so maybe it wasn't the cat anyway. I hope it wasn't the cat, because I'm not okay with just throwing the cat away inside a suitcase. Just the cat being outside the shelter for now. Our first aid kit is of no use and we need to do something about it. For some bizarre reason, we believe we can use lethal bug spray to produce some additional medicine. Maybe it'll work. We won't know until we've tried, right? Is Ted a scientist now? Ted's gonna die anyway, so... Now we did. Now we did. No? We have a medkit! Ted is a scientist! What do you know? Combining American innovation and deadly bug spray can result in just enough drugs to replenish an empty first aid kit. We'll worry about the side effects later. It's the apocalypse. Why worry now? We had to test our drugs on someone. Obviously, the adults have to be the lab rats for science. 'Cause there is only Ted. We could really use some more supplies. We counted all of them today and the numbers did not make us happy. Time to do something about it. We know that a teacher from the local school managed to rescue a bunch of kids and lead them to a nearby building where they're relatively safe. And we could really use whatever they have. We could really use it. Right? Is Ted gonna become a hoarder? 'Cause we have a lot of supplies already. But maybe he just wants to fill the shelter with everything. I mean, I'm not against that. Oh. He shot someone. We are now richer in some supplies, but for some reason, we don't feel very good about it. Let's just never mention this whole thing again. Yeah. We're good. We're collecting some tomato soup and we just killed someone, but that's fine. It's apocalypse. Everything's fine. When emptying our bucket in front of the shelter, we discovered a hastily drawn map on one of the ruined walls. Someone drew out a road and marked a spot at the end of it. Maybe there are supplies hidden there? Should we check it out? Sure. As I said, more supplies, more supplies. Hand on the wall. They know. That's the Dark Brotherhood. They're coming for us. I'm excited. We're lucky to have spotted that map. The spot marked a small hiding place and we found some useful supplies there. So more ammunition. As I said, we're getting things back, so it's going well. It's going really good. Although everyone else is dead. But we're doing good. So Ted wants to go out and it's gonna be really lonely in the shelter without Ted, but let's try. We received another radio broadcast from the military. Apparently they wouldn't be arriving when we expected, but they suggest that they won't be long. However, survivors were requested to render assistance by bringing gas canisters to the nearest bus stop for military vehicles to use. Vehicles to use. We suppose we could do it, but not without a gas mask. Who knows how long it will take, and we don't want to get ill in the process. Yeah. We have a lot of supplies, so let's make the most of them. All set. The canisters are in place and we're safely back home. Well, if you can call it that, and hopefully for not too long. We will see what the next few days will bring. Well, Ted can eat and drink some and then go out with an axe. Now we wait. Okay. Someone else took the shelter while we were away. Yeah. It was supposed to be an easy supply run. Unfortunately, that's not what happened. Ted never returned. The lock shelter will forever hold its secrets, at least until somebody with a hacksaw and lots of patience comes along. Well, nobody took over the shelter. We were in such a good place. We had a lot of water, we had a lot of tomato soup. I hope someone will come there and find the supplies, because if they need them, they may as well take them, because we didn't just collect them for no reason. But, well, Ted just left. Everyone just left, except Dolores. Yeah, I survived a lot longer than I thought. It's it's happening a lot. I'm surviving a lot longer than I usually think I will.
Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Leave a like and subscribe to see more of my content in the future.